Hello everyone, my name is Shah, and as we all are locked down in our home because of the quarantine, I'll be taking your chapter number 11 of business studies, that is marketing. Before getting into the chapter, I'll just like to give you the brief notification about what you have to do, how you have to listen this lecture. So the thing is, while listening this lecture, kindly sit with the notebook and pen in your hands so that whenever you feel that something important is coming, you can note it down. And even if you find some difficulties are there is some sort of doubt, you can note it down so that we can solve it later on. I'll also give you the link how to reach me later on, like if you have some doubts and you want to ask me some of the queries, you can reach me out based on that number or email ID, whatever I'll give you later. So the topic is marketing. So what is marketing? Usually it's like trying to convince the people about to use the product which our company is launching. Suppose you are a company A and you are manufacturing some of the goods. If you want to sell it, you will first of all need the customers aware about your product. What your product is, what kind of product you is, what's the use, what's different in your product than others, what are the benefits of your product. These are the different points which you need to highlight to the customers so that they leave other substitute products and come to us and buy our products. So marketing is actually a wider aspect of covering the particular kind of buyers which the company has predetermined. Like every company, whenever they design a product, they always decides that who will be the group of people who will buy it. Like whether it's for ultra rich people, whether it's for rich people, middle class people, or lower level people. Because each and every product has their own set of branding, own set of usage, own set of pricing policies which are used, which differs from the class of customer to customer. And that's why the tool of marketing is the best in order to make the product known to whoever we want to sell. If I want to sell it to rich, I'll plan accordingly. If I want to sell it to poor, I'll plan accordingly. So before we get deep into topic of marketing, first of all, we'll go through some of the basic terms which we need to understand before learning the marketing. So marketing is applied obviously in the markets, for the markets. So what are the markets? That is the first point of concern. So market is a place where the buyer and seller or group of buyers and group of sellers come together at one place with their own interest. For the seller, the interest is to sell the thing. For buyer, the interest is to purchase the thing. And for this interest, there is an exchange of a consideration called as money. So market is a place where this potential buyer and potential seller, we are using word potential because to sell something you should have potential, or your product should have potential that someone will buy it. And for being a potential buyer, you need to have potential to pay the consideration for that product. We are talking about consideration over here and not exactly the word money. Because as we all know that before this system of money came into the existence, there was a system of barter, where things were exchanged. Like for rice we used to give wheat, we used to give maize, for paddy, whatever you say, like there was exchange of two products. So that was barter. So it's not necessary that every time the consideration is money. Now it is standardized and we say that money is also a consideration. But money was not the only consideration earlier. Again, when we talk about consideration, the considerations example which I am going to give now is not applicable everywhere, but yet there are many of the places where you can take the example that why it is said consideration and not money. When we talk about consideration, like for example, you go for buying a mobile phone. Like for example, you went for buying this iPhone 11. So it costs around 1 lakh rupees if you say. And you earlier had iPhone 8, which currently in the market which price is around 65,000. So if you buy the iPhone 11 in exchange of iPhone 8, you won't pay the same 1 lakh rupees which was the earlier. You'll first of all get deduction of that iPhone 8 which you are exchanging. So here the consideration is not just money. Now for example, that iPhone 8 which is second hand you are giving in exchange, they are ready to minus 20,000 rupees for that iPhone, and the new iPhone 11 is of 1 lakh. Then your net consideration is 1 lakh minus 20,000 of the old phone comes to 80,000, which will you be paying in cash and not 1 lakh in the cash. It's only 80,000 in the cash. So over here that seller got the consideration in two forms. One is money, that is 80,000, and there is phone of 20,000. So it's not just money, it's called consideration which he got. So talking about the particular definition of marketing, like first of all, let's just go in a layman's language. If I ask you what the market is, according to you, what is the market? Then usually a layman person will say that a place where I go to buy the thing is market. Correct. The same thing is the definition, but it is bit in a refined format. So the definition is, market is a place where the particular buyer and the particular seller get together at one place, where they exchange the commodities for the consideration at the price they both are ready to make a transactions. That point or that place where such transaction occurred for the exchange of product and consideration is called market. I'll just give you the definition also. I'll just show you the screen once. The definition of the market will be on the screen. So kindly pause the video at that time and please note down the definition in your book, so that later on it can be helpful for memorizing too. But do take care that whenever you write the definition of market, whenever you explain the market, don't forget the word potential, because each and every buyer and each and every seller cannot be considered as a part of market, because for being a seller you need to have a product which someone is ready to buy. Being a buyer, you need to have that amount of consideration with you, whether it's money or any other type, but you should have something which you can pay, for which the seller is ready to sell the goods. So this is the definition of market. So just pause the video once and just note it down, and then we'll carry on further. I hope this definition is visible, or else you'll be also getting the PDF of some of the theories which are essential later on. But for now, just note this down. So I hope you can read that a market is any mechanism where the sellers of a particular goods or service can meet with the buyers of that goods and service, where there is potential for a transaction to take place. The buyers must have something they can offer in exchange for there to be a potential transaction. So I already said you the definition, exactly what this written definition wants to say, but yet as we went word to word in this screen, I'll explain you the same definition word to word. So what does the definition say is, a market is any mechanism where the seller of a particular good, like for example you have any one kind of good which you want to sell. So it's a particular good you want to sell and can meet with the buyer of that goods and service. So if you are selling that good, you need to have a buyer who wants to buy the good which you are selling. That's what that first three lines is. A market is any mechanism where the sellers of a particular good or service can meet with the buyer of that goods and service, where there is a potential for a transaction to take place. There should be a potential of a transaction to take place. Just a presence of buyer cannot lead to a transactions. Like we know that there are many times it happens that we go to some of the mall, we go to some of the shop, we just go over there and just check the product. We don't actually buy it. So that is not a way a potential transaction takes place. Potential transaction means the seller wants to sell and the buyer actually wants to buy. So there should be possibility of a potential transaction to happen. And for this potential transaction to happen or to take place, buyer must have something that is called money over here mostly. The buyer should have something to pay for buying that product. If the buyer has that money and if seller is agree to sell and they both decide one particular price, the transaction will take place. That potential transaction is called as sales, or sales from the seller's end, purchase from the buyer's end, but the place where it took place is called as market. So now I would like to first of all clarify some of the terms over here before we go into the depth of the chapter, because there are so many equal kinds of words which we feel that the meanings are same, but actually it's having so many different meanings. So the first is marketing, second is sales, and third is sales promotion. Many a times I have found that students are always confused, like what is the difference between marketing and sales. When we say that a person is going for marketing, he is going to the party and he is trying to sell the goods, then why he is not considered sales? So the thing is, both marketing and sales, and if we consider all three, whether marketing, sales or sales promotion, all three are different from each other. Many a time it can be possible that in small organization, the person who is marketing officer or who is doing marketing or is involved in activity of marketing, the same person is involved in activity of sales also. but it doesn't make the person doing both the work alone cannot make both the work equal. Work or the importance of the work is different, marketing is different, and sales is different. They are somewhat related, but it's not exactly the same. So first of all, before going into marketing and sales, I'll explain you sales promotion first. So sales promotion, the name itself says, what is promotion? For example, let's just start with the word promotion. Promotion means we usually get idea like you are on one post and you get promoted to the higher authority. Correct. That is promotion. We're talking about sales promotion. Means promotion of a sales, enhancement of sales, increase in a sales. That is used, that word is called a sales promotion. Now how to do the sales promotion? So when we are talking about a sales promotion, we are using different kind of tools, we are using different kind of techniques to promote our product, like the advertisement which we see, the offers which we get, the different kinds of discounts which are offered to us. Sometimes there's seasonal sales, sometimes it is about your birthday. You get a message if you're going to a good brand like Shopper Stop, or you go to Starbucks for coffee or something. These people will take your number when you go for the first time, and later on they will sometimes ask you to give your birthdays also, or your special days. And that day, that particular day of your birthday, they will send you the message that today is your birthday and we'll like you give this discount. So this is how they want to do their sales promotion. Over here they are using the customer relationship as their sales promotion tool. They are showing that how loyal we are to our customers, so we will feel that okay, this brand is loyal, they are caring for their customers, and we'll go to them next time. Another thing is advertisement, the most famous one. We also see the advertisement at so many different places. It can be hoarding, it can be business magazines, it can be newspapers, it can be on a television. When we go to some of the theaters, before movie starts, we get so many kind of advertisement. They are using everything to promote themselves. What they do is they many a times compare their advertisements or their products with some other products. I don't know whether you remember or not, but earlier there was an advertisement where Tide and this Surf Excel, this powders were compared. So what they are doing is, in compared to one product which can be the substitute of their product, they try to say that my product or our product is better in this aspect. How? They'll explain us in the various ways. They will either show us the examples like on the television, they'll give us the advertisements. They will also show that this is how our pricing is different from their pricing. This is what they provide at such a high rate, this is what we provide at such low rates. This can be also a technique. Even sometimes these brands like if you OnePlus, I don't know whether you guys are aware about it or not, but OnePlus is a company, like when iPhone launches a new phone, their prices are really very high. But in OnePlus, the same thing is their prices are high compared to the earlier model. But OnePlus has one option that if you give your old phone back, they will reduce them. That is not exchange I'm talking about. Exchange is a different thing. And the thing which OnePlus is doing is like if you just bought your phone 6 months back and OnePlus came with the new phone, they will take a very minor amount. If you go for exchange, your phone will be at 50% low price. Your current phone will get sold at 50% low price. But that is not when you go for the offer of OnePlus. They'll give you around 70 to 80% of brand discount. So this is the way they deal in. Even that is a method of sales promotion. So basically how sales promotion differs from marketing or sales is, sales promotion is the tool which is used for selling the product to the existing customer. The customer who already came to me, I'm trying to persuade him again, I'm trying to influence him again to come back to me. By my offers or by my way of attraction I'm giving to them, they will feel like going back to me or coming back to me. And every time when I feel that my sales is getting bit reduced, I'll use this tool. It is not a long-term tool, it is a short-term tool. So actually the sales promotion is a technique which is used to promote usually sales to the person who are our existing buyers. Now we'll talk about sales. So sales is nothing but, as we all know, to sell the thing. We always try to sell the thing, like a salesman who comes to our home many times, door to door, the person comes with that bag and some of the little products. He's a salesman. That person is not at all interested that you buy the same product from him again and again. He is not at all concerned about increasing the company's future. He is not at all concerned about making companies turnover increase or getting more and more companies to customer or making customer loyal to the company. The ideology of that person is not that. The only ideology that person is having is that he got certain number of amount of product which he is having in his bag, and that is the target that is given to him, that if you are having 50 things in bag, you will at least sell 40 today, and that person's target is to sell that 40 things anyhow. For that particular time, he may also give you the fake details about the product. He may also show the product more than actually it is, but that person is just concerned about selling the product. He is not at all concerned about any other thing. While the marketing is totally different aspect. So sales is a thing which is only and only limited to selling the things. It is not about promoting the things like sales promotion. It is not even considering the customer's requirement as marketing. It is only about achieving the targets by selling the things as of it is. So while salesman is a person who actually sells the product to one person, if that salesman is standing at your door, his only focus will be to sell that product to you. He is not at all considered about any point of time about some other person. If he is selling to you, he won't think about selling to someone else or how will I sell to different people. He will only focus on you at that time. But marketing, if a person is in marketing, he will be thinking a population on general. He will try to cover a large mass of people. He will think that how will I cover this whole area? How will I cover this whole range? How will I cover this whole targeted market? If a salesman considers that this is the one customer I want to sell, marketing will be thinking that this is a whole class of people, I want them to buy my product. Plus, salesperson will not tell you about what customer needs. Salesperson is always willing to sell what he has. He always wants to sell what he is having and not about what customer wants. If I am a customer and if salesman comes, that person won't care that I want a t-shirt who is of cotton. He will just sell that I am having this t-shirt and please buy it, it is perfect for you. He doesn't care about me. But marketing person, he is actually concerned about me. When a marketing person thinks that this person, for example, I am very shopaholic, means if I love to shop a lot, that person comes to know that this is a person who buys 10,000 or 15,000 words of clothes every time he comes. Then he'll think like, what are my like points? Okay, I like this material. This person this Hetsha likes this cotton. He likes this range of products. He likes this new product. He likes every time the trend changes. He will mark each and everything. Next time when he'll see me, he'll directly come with such kind of product which are of my interest. That much marking a marketing will do. Even if I'm not coming for some day, that marketing person will call me and ask me out of concern. In fact, his idea is also to gain the customer, but he is more into what customer wants, unlike salesman, like what he has, he wants to sell. Getting? I'll again simplify for you guys. Salesman is just a person who sells the goods whichever he has. Marketing is a person who actually wants to know what are the customer needs so that we can work on that thing again and again. We can make that thing even better and we can keep that customer retained. We always bring that customer back to us and also influence him to bring other customers. That's what a tool marketing is used for. But at the end, marketing people are relied on sales, because what the thing is, marketing person will develop the brand value. They will show the people that this is how we care for you, this is what we provide you, this is what we want, this is what you guys want, and this is what we are providing. We are exactly trying to do as you like. They will just tell the people these things. At the end, they are dependent on salesperson, because eventually salesperson is the person who will sell the goods. In fact, for marketing, the marketing person or marketing manager will always take in focus of 4 things, that is product, price, place and promotion. These are the 4 P's which are very essential for marketing, and these are the tools which are used by a marketing person. It is also called as marketing mix. The combination of this thing are used. Every time the situation changes, every time the market changes, like a person who is doing sales in MORBI, if that person will go to Ahmedabad, that person will go to Mumbai, if he'll go to Bangalore, every time with the change in place, the ratio of these four things, these four P's, which I said, that is product, price, place, and promotion. The ratio of these four P's will change with the change in product or change in place, because he knows that each and every person has a different sort of ideology, each and every person has different type of mindset, and to cover that mindset you cannot always apply same thing. If I am using one tool to convince you, that same tool cannot be used to convince someone else. That's why marketing is all about considering this four mix, deciding the appropriate proportion about what to use how. Like how much we should focus on price for this person, how much we should focus on place for this person. He will calculate everything as per the product, and then he will try to think. So right now let's not get so deep into this 4 P's, because we will have whole detailed description of all these 4 P's. So I'll just give you again the whatever we studied about sales promotion, sales and marketing. So as I said, that sales promotion is about influencing the customers who are already your customers. You are just again trying to convince them to come back to you by various kind of tools, by giving them offers like buy one get one, or this time you get one coffee free for the one coffee you buy. These are some of the offers you get in cafeterias. Again, you get some of the coupon codes like get 50% off if you order like this, like in McDonald's you get these offers. Again, you can have some of the offers at the time of festival seasons, or I said that when you have your birthdays or your anniversaries or something like that. So this is the technique, or by advertisement, by comparing the two products, by giving you the trial sessions. Many times it happens like when you go to some of the malls during the festivals, what they do is they're having that car sale, that some of the cars are parked over there and they give you the test drive. In fact, if you go to Mapros or Mala's Garden in Mahabaleshwar, they'll give you some of the trial packs to try that thing, whether it's about juice, squash, chocolates, anything. So these are the way they try to promote it, because if you'll try it, you'll buy it. I have not yet explained marketing in that depth, but I will explain. So sales promotion is about promoting the sales, increasing the sales, or enhancing the sales. Kindly write these 3 words. First of all, in your book, just make an arrow, write sales promotion and write these 3 words, that is promoting, enhancing, increasing. Then make a bracket in all 3 and write sales. Means it's sales promotion, sales enhancement, or sales increment, or increasing, whatever you write it. You can also write 4th word as an increment also. But please don't take it lightly. Do write whatever I say you to write, because I won't repeat these things again in the class if we'll discuss your doubts also. So kindly note it down. If you are having that things written, at least you'll be able to ask me, and even I'll be able to explain you in a more better way. So now I'm going to show you the slide of marketing and sales differences. So just pause the video again and note down that slide in your book. So these are the difference between sales and marketing. So just pause the screen once and note down all these 8 points. I'll read it if some of you are not able to see it also. After a while, I'll read all the 8 points of both the columns. So these are basically the 4 difference between for marketing and sales. These are the basic differences only. Written down the points. I'm again saying you, when I'm showing the screen, it won't be of much longer time. You pause the video and note it down. So I'll tell the points of both the topics, marketing as well as sales, and if needed discussion, I'll explain that also. So the first point of marketing is the focus on the general population. You can write that point if you are not written. Focus on general population, and sales is focus on an individual. Difference is marketing is about general population. They are considering whole population, while sales is about one individual. If I am a salesman and I am coming to sell at your home, I will just try to sell that product to you. That is sales. If I am a marketing person, I won't come at your home to sell it. I'll be in my office, but I'll think that okay, it's an iPhone. That beggar or that poor person or that lower class people cannot afford it. So I will not definitely try to convince them to buy it. I'll obviously try to convince the rich class people who can spend 1 lakh rupee on a phone. So I'll consider that each and every person of that place. I'll not consider one person, I'll consider everyone. So marketing is on general population Sales is for individual. If you don't want to write in much detail, you can also write as general population, individual. The better example can be, cars like Jaguar, Lamborghini, Ferrari. You cannot see the advertisement of these cars on your televisions. They never telecast the advertisement because they know that they have their tagline that the person who watches TV is not going to buy Lamborghini. But what I want to say is, like, Lamborghini does not need advertisement. They know that a rich person can afford it and he does not need to see these price tags. He does not need to see the feature. He'll directly come and buy. While this product of low range needs advertisement because Lamborghini is one in a class, Ferrari is a one in a class. But if you are talking about biscuits, there are 100 varieties of biscuits, there are 100 varieties of wafers, there are 100 varieties of different products. So that's why they need to promote it. So this is the way I'm talking about. One packet of wafer of Balaji can be bought by poor person also, can be bought by a rich person also, because it costs only 10 rupees. But the iPhone X Max or iPhone 11 Pro Max, this cannot be bought by everyone. It can be bought by a particular class of people, and being a marketing person, I'll focus on that particular class. The second point is identify customer needs and create the product to fulfill those needs. This is a point of marketing, that is identifying customer needs. I'll identify the need of customer, what customer wants, and create the product to fulfill their needs. Many a times you get that form where you fill your view, where you fill your details about what do you like about this product, what are the don'ts or what you didn't like about the product, what all changes you recommend. Many times that happens in the IT stores. That is not yet that much famous type of questionnaire in our India, but in abroad this is how R&D is done. This is how they research what product people wants. Like right now, I don't know, like mostly you all will be knowing only, but iPhone is launching iPhone SE. That iPhone SE is totally, breaking down this chain of X Max or 11. It's different from this whole range. It is again going back to like iPhone 7 and 8. It looks like that. Like since last 1.5 year, like after this X got introduced, iPhone is not giving fingerprint. But in SE they are giving fingerprint because they research the customers. That customers are actually, there are more customers who want fingerprint sensors and not that face sensors or face locks. They want fingerprints, so that's why they are introducing that. Even the people are more preferring that old kind of body which was there in 6, 7 and 8. So they also try to change it. So now iPhone is coming with SE. Now the difference is like iPhone 11 is coming off 1,20,000, 11 Pro Max is coming off 120 around, and this SE will get sold at around 42,500 rupees. So this is the difference, but yet they launched it because they knew that this is what people want. Now if I'm a salesman and if someone will come to me now, then I'll try to sell them the thing which I feel that more convenient it is to me. Many times it happens to a medical store, If a doctor don't give you the perfect sort of prescription, they will definitely give their own prescriptions. But even if sometimes doctor gives the perfect prescription, they will say that I am not having this company's medicine, but I am having same type of medicine in different company, you can buy it. So it's not that that person is always not having it. It's that one company which we want to buy is not giving him that much commission as compared to the product which he wants to sell us. If we are talking about headache, there are so many different brands. It can be of Vicks section also, it can be of Crocin also, it can be of Stopec also. But they will try to sell the product which is more beneficial to them because they will get commission and profit on that product. They will try to sell that product to us which is more beneficial to them. That is a salesperson, he is not a marketing person. Third point is marketing person try to protect the brand value of that whole organization. While salesman focuses on the customer only, he tries to protect the customer. He wants to just sell the product. He is not at all concerned about brand. And the point, as I said, one more point of marketing is marketing person at the end rely on the sales to sell the product, and salesperson rely on the marketing so that they get to know what we have to do. Marketing person guides the salesman that this time you go to market in this way and this is how you have to sell the product, and this is what the salesman use. That technique which marketing person explains will be used by salesperson. So that's why salesperson is relied on the marketing person about how to make sales. I hope you guys are able to see the screen right now. We are having so many different kinds of companies, its name and its logo on the screen, like Hindustan Unilever. We are also having P&G, Axe, Sif, then Vaseline, Vim. We are also having this Quality Walls, Will. So these are all the brand Axe perfumes. These are some of the products I have taken for the example. So I took this example because these are the companies who are having some different sort of marketing, like many a time mostly people don't know that half of the products which you are using regularly are actually not the brand. They are of some other brand, but you are using it because they are famous. Like this is the influence of that product. Like I'm talking about a Colgate. It has such a great level of influence on people's mind that the term Colgate has become common for toothpaste. We have replaced the word Colgate with the toothpaste. We don't say that we are going to buy toothpaste. We'll always say that Colgate lena ja rahe. Whether even if you're buying it of Babool or Dabur, you'll always say Colgate. So that is the effect of marketing. So the image I showed, it has so many different things. Like it is actually Hindustan Unilever's product. So just now I showed you one image where so many brands were there on the screen. So might be like some of you would be knowing and some of you would have no idea about it. I showed you the photos and there were so many brands. You might feel that all are different. No, that whole picture was of only one brand, that is Hindustan Unilever. So first of all, I'll just give you like Hindustan Unilever is not an Indian company because its name is Hindustan. It's actually a British Dutch company. It's not an Indian company. Hindustan Unilever is a leading company. It is an FMCG. It is fast moving commodity goods. So it is FMCG industry. And I gave you the list of the products, like whether we are talking about Clinic Plus shampoo or Brew Coffee or Dove, that shampoo and soap which you talk about, then that Axe perfume, then Pierce soap, then that Lux soap, Quality Walls ice cream, Vaseline. These all are the product of Unilever, Hindustan Unilever. So what I'm saying is that this is the company, like this is some different sort of marketing this company is using. They are not at all trying to promote their brand. They never make the advertisement on the name of Hindustan Unilever. They make particular advertisement for the particular product. Fair and Lovely is also Hindustan Unilever product. So they have total different level of marketing, promotion of Fair and Lovely. That Axe advertisement of perfume, they have total different level of advertisement for Axe. That Brew Coffee, they have different advertisement for Brew also. Vaseline, different advertisement. Quality Walls, different advertisement. Clinic Plus shampoo, different. Dove, different. Pepsodent toothpaste is also of this brand only, different. This company is having so many products that we actually feel that Vaseline is itself a brand. That much concerned we are not even aware that Vaseline is not a brand. HUL, Hindustan Unilever, is a brand. But they have marketed that product at such a great level that Vaseline itself has become a mini brand name for the Hindustan Unilever. And for people like us, Vaseline itself is a brand. But no, it's not. Same way Quality Walls, we feel like Vidhyalaya and Amul, even Quality Walls is a brand. No, Hindustan Unilever is a brand and Quality Walls is one of the product of Hindustan Unilever. So that is the marketing. It is called as product marketing. They emphasize on every single product. They are not at all concerned about making Hindustan Unilever that famous. They are much more concerned about making the product of Hindustan Unilever that much, famous, because that's what I'm talking about. They want to cover the consumer. They are having Vaseline, they are having soap, they are having Dove, they are having Clinic Plus, they are having Vim, they are having Axe, they are having Pierce, they are having Pepsodent. Now you see that one company manufacturing soap of 3 different types. Is manufacturing Pierce also, is manufacturing Dove also, is also manufacturing this Clinic Plus. So many shampoos, so many products. That same company is even manufacturing perfumes and creams. So again, Dove is also cream, Fair and Lovely is also cream, Vaseline is also cream. Why? I'm not here promoting Hindustan Unilever. I'm trying to say that this company has introduced 3 products. It doesn't mean that all the 3 products are of same people. In all the 3 products, they are trying to cover different kind of market. That luxuriousness, that lavishness, that quality of the product is different, because by every particular product they want to cover particular set of customers. That is how in detailed marketing it is. It is not about just promoting your brand. It's about promoting your product in such a way that people gets intended to buy it. Again, I'm not talking about sales promotion. but they want to make their every single product non. They want that all the products get same kind of response. That's why they are so much involved in it, and that's why they are in bringing so many different range of product in same kind. So many kind of shampoos, many creams, so many, like not only one product, different products which are brand in itself. This is what the marketing is, because they just don't want to go for lower, they just don't want to go for higher, they don't want to stick to middle. They want to cover higher, lower and middle, which is not possible for one product. So 3 product for 3 class, you can say. So this is the use of 4 P's I was talking about. They use price. All the price are different for all the products. So the people who are having whatever price you are convinced by, you will buy that product. If one is costly, you won't buy, but one is in your budget, you will buy it. You won't buy cheap, you won't buy costly if you can prefer middle one. So they will consider price. Promotion, all are having different type of promotion. Dove is having different promotion, Fair and Lovely is having different promotion. Why? Fair and Lovely, they always consider to grab a customer who are concerned about their skin tone, who wants to look fair. They covered that one, but they didn't want it to get stopped at that. So they introduced Dove, where they are giving moisturization. The person who wants better skin. See, again, I'm not promoting the product. I'm saying that they have convinced one person who is black, that you use Fair and Lovely and you will turn fair. That person bought Fair and Lovely. The one who is concerned about skin, my skin should be smooth, that person will buy Dove. Another thing, they have Pierce. If you want smooth skin, go for Pierce. If you want moisturized skin, you go for Dove. If you want to eat ice cream like this, you go for Quality Walls. If you want to cover your lips or cracks, you go for Vaseline. So they are covering each and every set of people. They have seen what person wants. That person wants brand, give them brand. That person wants price, give them price. They want to get quality, give them quality. For every different need of customer, they are ready to provide every different type of product. That is the level of branding used by such a big companies. That is what the importance of marketing is. So they have used all the 4 P's, and in every product the proportion of 4 P's is different. Somewhere they have focused more on price, somewhere focused more on people, somewhere more on products, somewhere more on promotion, somewhere more on place. That is 4th one. Product, price, promotion and place. They have considered everything, and for every product different kind of mix is prepared. That is marketing. So this is just an introductory lecture. This is not at all a perfect chapter started. I have just made you clear in this lecture that what is market. So we'll revise it quickly. Market is a place where the intended buyer or potential buyer comes to buy the product. The potential seller comes to sell the product, and when the potential buyer and potential seller gets convinced to sell the product for certain consideration, not money, for certain consideration, and where the possibility of transaction or possible transaction to happen is there, that place is called market. Coming on to sales promotion, marketing and sales. Sales promotion is the way or tool or technique which is used to promote the sale, increase the sale, enhance the sale or increment the sale. While marketing is the strategy which is used to convince the targeted market, convince the person, making people influence to buy our product. It is about giving customer what they need, and the sales is about selling the product and increasing the sales of the organization just by focusing on the customer by what we want to sell. We will sell them what we want to sell and not what they want. But it is most important because sales is the end line of the thing. Sales is the only thing which can make brand rise. So at the end, everything is dependent on sales. So sales is the last activity but important, but marketing is more important as compared to sales at one point, because customers are to be convinced. So there is sales, promotion, marketing and sales. I have differentiated that also. We also talked in small points of 4 P's, that is product, price, place and promotion. We use all these 4 P's in a different way. I'll just show you the image of that 4 P's also. Just note that down please. So here are the 4 P's, that is product, price, promotion and place. We discussed with the example of HUL. We will go in more depth with some more examples later when these 4 points will come. This was just a basic, that these 4 P's are the marketing mix. Write it down, marketing mix, and then write down these 4 points: product, promotion, place and price. And this will be your brief description about the 4 P's of marketing. You can say it as a tools of marketing also. Hope you guys heard this whole lecture carefully, noted everything down whichever was important. If you are having doubts, I'll try to reach to you or give you the contact link for me, and hope this lecture helped you well and you understood it. And if you have any sort of doubt, kindly keep it clear, so that next time when I try to reach you, you can say me what problem was there in this lecture or what kind of doubt you have. Thank you.